This is the job of a studio owner or an engineer when the lights are turned off, when no one else is watching. This is the stuff that you have to do. It's maintenance. Like, I'm here in the booth because I need to fix something today and I need to fix it now. It's summer, it's hot. When you close this door in the booth, it is hot. You can see this grate here. There's a fan on the other side that pushes cool air into this. And you guessed it, it broke. But yet again, you're there watching your social media videos of people in the studio cooking up. They're all having a good time. But as soon as that camera's off, you're not seeing them sweating or you're not seeing them fiddling about when something goes wrong. So today, I've got to fix this fan. I've bought 2 of these fans because I know I'm going to mess this up. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to attempt to splice open a USB cable, connect it to one of these PC fans, plug it into the wall, and see if I can get some air going. If all else fails, I'm going on Amazon, I'm buying a little controller, and that will be the end of that. But let's go over. I'm going to show you where the fan should be connected. And you guys can see what we're going to do today. So you guys can see, here's the other side of the event. And behind the booth is also a storage area. You got to be smart with your space, right? So plan is we get this fan, put it on top of the hole, just so it can cover and spin that fresh air down. Now, issue is this uses, let's get this camera to focus, a standard connector like this, which we're going to have to strip to be able to plug this into either a power supply or a USB cable. And because I haven't done this before, I've ordered 2 fans. Unfortunately, they're not the same fans. But hey, as you can see here, these are supposed to be whisper silent. So we shouldn't hear any of that fan noise in the recording, which is going to be key. So let's get over to the desk and try and splice this. So with some impatience, I'm going to try and do this. I don't even think I have all the correct tools, but let's see how far we get. So I found a USB cable, which seems long enough. Got tons of these lying around in the studio. It's the normal USB. Looks like they're a USB A to USB B. So we want to be able to plug this in to the power supply, i.e. just like a normal phone charger block, and plug this in to the fan. So let me cut this off and start stripping this cable. So I've cut off the cable. As you guys can see, that's gone. And now we are starting to strip this down just so we can get to the inside of it. So the red and black cable, the red should be live, the black should be the negative. And the plan is we just need to strip this back a bit more, remove some of this shielding, and then we should be able to hook this up to the fan. If you guys have gotten this far to the video, all I ask is for one thing. If you can please like and subscribe, it really helps us push our content forward. We definitely want to continue delivering content on royalties, release strategies, beat breakdowns, interviews with other artists and producers. We got a whole load of videos ready and waiting in the pipeline. But all we need is for you guys to like and subscribe. But let's get back to the video. All right, didn't do the greatest job, but if this focus is here, we've got the wires exposed. So let's put this onto the tape and see what I go on. We've got it all plugged in. I've done everything correct. We should see, or at least hear, the fan power up. And it don't work. So that means I messed up somewhere, but I need to get this sorted. So I'm going to jump on Amazon real quick. I've mashed up this fan. So luckily I ordered 2, but I need to get something very specific for this. Amazon Prime, see what it's saying. Listen, I wish more people spoke on this, especially other studio owners. Like when you own a range of gear from vintage like the 106 to the Rhodes to more modern equivalents like the U87 AI, maintenance is key. At some point, these things are going to stop running at their optimal condition and things are going to have to be replaced. It's just the life cycle of things. But when you're watching a lot of these social media videos, you're like, that's not going through your mind. When I made some of these purchases, I'll tell you this now. Changing the tines on my roads never crossed my mind, but I know that time is coming real soon. So as a studio owner, you have to do your due diligence. As an audio engineer, if you're using any space, do your due diligence and really look after your gear. Clean your gear, test your gear. You got to do everything to make sure that everything is operating at tip top condition. As I said, some point the times of these they're gonna have to be changed. This is from 1973, right? Like I've upgraded it to a new preamp on there, which is great. The Avalon Studio rectifier just to give some life to it, but the keys and the hammers, things are gonna need to be replaced. So it's just something that you have to do. Again, it's something that a lot of people don't think about when buying gear or thinking, yeah, I'm gonna open up a studio. I'm just gonna buy all this gear. Maintenance is key. Also, when you're dealing with gear that uses tubes, you got to let them tubes warm up. Those tubes also need to get replaced. It's all part of the maintenance cycle. But anyway, let me get back to trying to fix this fan. What's great is I found this little adapter that works as a speed controller. You can see there, and it takes the same input that's already on the fan. So we've got this extension here. And now the great thing about this is that this speed connector is USB. So this means if I connect it to a power supply or power block, should work. So we have it plugged in. We have the fan, and I hope this works. We got power. You know what? So at full speed here, not sure if you guys can hear that. That's quite, it is loud full speed. If I do it to about half, that should be acceptable for recording. So we'll try it in the booth. But I think this is definitely a lot safer than me trying to splice the cables. Luckily, I got liability insurance, but we still don't want anything bad to happen, you know what I mean? But this looks like this is perfect. This has done the trick. Okay, you can see we're in the booth. I've got the fan on full blast and I can hear it. What I'll do is I'll bring the mic closer to the grate. So the door's closed. I think we can get away with this, but I really want to see what it sounds like in half power. So let's check it in half power. This is pretty much, I think, a quarter. And I can't really hear anything at all. It definitely feels cooler, but I'm going to go to what I originally said and try half power and see how that sounds. But I still think we can get some good recordings in here with that on half. Let's see. So we're at halfway, and I don't think it sounds too bad. That's that sorted as far as I'm concerned. That's pretty good. With maintenance, whether it's analog or digital, something will go wrong eventually. So all you can do is treat your gear well. That means powering things off correctly, not keeping them on when you're not using them, just basic things. This time round, it was a fan in the booth, which was partially successful. This one I have to throw in the bin, but at least we got a replacement in there to keep everything nice and cool. But you never know what's going to go next. So keep that in your budget. Again, it's something that a lot of people won't tell you, especially with buying vintage gear or gear that's analog. Trust me, keep something in the back just to make sure everything's blessed. But guys, thanks for watching and I'll see you guys next week.